Welcome back, YouTube family, to M. Simone's Worthy Mosaic. And today we are diving into a chapter of this journey that's called A Kind Season. And I want to ask you a question. And this question is, what is your first thought of how you see yourself? What is your first thought of how you see yourself? That is a very powerful question, and sometimes the answer can vary depending on what's happening in the day, the week, or that season of your life. That can influence how you see yourself. Or you could have a thought that has been consistent throughout the various seasons of your life. But whatever the thought is, whatever the thought may be, whether it's paints you or you feel like it paints you in the best light, or if the thought that you have, you feel like it paints you in your worst light, I really encourage you to be gentle towards yourself, because it is easy, especially if the thought is not in what you consider the best light of yourself. It's easy to judge yourself. It's easy to judge who you are. But the fact that you have that thought about yourself today doesn't mean that you're going to stay there. And I want to emphasize about how your presence, it matters. Your existence, it matters. You being here is no coincidence. And so with the emphasis on that, I want to just encourage you all to take that moment. See, it's so easy sometimes to get busy, right? And sometimes it's easy not to address or not to think about what we're truly seeing within ourselves. See, we can see other things around the world and observe other people moving and performing and operating within their zone. But sometimes one of the hardest things to do is to take a moment to be still, to take a moment to not even engage in different activities or to be in a very busy mindset, taking a moment to be very calm, taking a moment to be very present. And then when we say present, taking a moment to actually reflect on you and what's happening inside of you, that can be hard. But while it's hard, it's also courageous, because you are a beautiful person. You may have had your ups, you may have had your downs, you may have been through so many things that you feel paint you to be maybe not the best person. But even in the midst of all of those trials, you still have this peace inside of you, your core. You are a beautiful person. And with that said, the question comes down to, what is the first thought of how you see yourself? Because it matters. Because how you see yourself can really impact how you see the world. How you see yourself can really impact how you interact with other people. And you know what? There are gifts inside of you, and there is a beauty inside of you that you're meant to really explore and dive into. And so in this chapter of this journey, like A Kind Season, we're going to really focus on the idea of being kind to ourselves, being honest with ourselves, addressing and really acknowledging what and how we feel about ourselves. But in that, even no matter how you feel about yourself, being intentional to care for you and that thought. Because while the thought may not stay there forever, you still have a right each day, no matter the challenges or trials, to care for you and to love on you. So I look forward to diving into this chapter of A Kind Season, a chapter of showing kindness towards yourself, because that kindness towards yourself is very powerful. YouTube family, I can't wait to continue. If you have any thoughts or comments about A Kind Season, or anything you want to contribute that would be great to have, a thought that would be great to have within our community and within our YouTube family, please do so below. And I look forward to the next time that we come together.